Alright, hello. Gonna make this video quick. Gonna show you my in-game Demi-Fiend and demons. So maybe you can take what I did as an idea. Anyways, so for Demi-Fiend, I gave him Focus, Might, Endure, Meteoron, which I wanted to give him a healing spell because the only MP move you're really using as a physical attacker is Focus. I don't think you. I mean, Might helps when he punches stuff. You can get crits. Endure, you can probably substitute that for something. I went for Avenge instead of Physical Repel because it's stronger. And then of course you gotta have Pierce. I went for Deadly Fury. Now this is also optional. You can go for Death Blow. Death Blow hits random enemies, so it could also be used if you're like really, go +4 attack, focus, Death Blow, and you can hit a boss like 2 times and probably one shot it by itself. But I went for the Deadly Fury because it costs less health and it has a higher crit rate, so it helps when mobbing. And then of course you got your single target move. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Obviously you take that move. Then I have Titania here. Titania was pretty good for us mid to late game. I made her like my magic specialist, so she has Glacial Blast, she has Ice Boost, Bolt Storm with Electric Boost, Tornado with Force Boost, and I couldn't put on Fire because I have to have Mana Refill, and I gave her Prayer just to have a move just in case my healer can't heal. You can have somebody else heal, and Prayer is just godlike. Like a full heal and remove status for the full party is ridiculous. Then my my boy Daisoujou, my healer, he's fucking godlike. Like, this is one of the earlier game mobs you get when you start going for the menorahs or whatever. Meditation is amazing. So yeah, of course, keep meditation. Meteorama. Now, I'm sure you're like, why have Meteorama when he has Prayer? Well, Meteorama can be used outside of combat, which Prayer cannot. So I have Meteorama on there just so he has a heal that I can dish out on people outside of combat. Samarakarm, just your res, full heal res. I went for Sakakaju because I feel like agility is godlike in this game. Fog Breath, which is good for bossing because it greatly lowers the defense by 2 stages. Well, their agility by 2 stages. You have Makagatori, which I don't even remember what. Oh no, yeah, this move is what makes him amazing for everybody in your party. So this move allows him to give 10 of his MP to anyone else in the party, and is obviously better used outside of battle. So with Mana Refill, you refill mana while you're walking, and then you can take that mana that you're refilling and give it to your other teammates. So with him in your party, you pretty much don't need Mana Refill on anybody else because he will be the person giving mana to everyone else. But if you do have Mana Refill on somebody, it helps out too. Then we have Beelzebub. I decided to give him physical attacks. Now, I'm not sure. I've tried my best to make him, and he doesn't really get good moves until he gets into his fly form. So I had to keep Mazedian on him, but it's really a useless move. You don't really use it. Giving him Pierce because I'm making him my physical attacker. Focus, of course. Hades Blast, again, instead of Hades Blast, you could put on Death Blow, but I went for Hades Blast. I gave him Dacunda, Debilitate, so he can debuff. You know, Death Fly's gotta have that, and Victory Cry is amazing. So yeah, of course, have Victory Cry. Like, if you've played this game, you know what this is. You know why you keep it in your party, and there's really no reason to try to evolve him or change him. Just keep him how he is, and just keep him in your party and never remove him. Obviously, using him for the Estoma, Ribamra, Liftama, Light-Tama, and even Trifuri. Occasionally, if you fight some super powerful enemies, having him in your party to use that to help you escape is super useful, because trying to run from demons in this game, I don't think it's ever worked. Like, never. You can't run. So having that skill is kind of useful. Good old Dante. The only reason I don't put Dante in the main party, because it takes a lot to level his stats, because you can't fuse with him in any way. So I would have to level him. Each of those little blips that you see in his stats, I would have to level him that many times, and I feel like it's just not really worth it. And his moves they're named differently, but if you want to know what these moves look, just look up the website, and I'll probably put the website in the link in the description below to help you make your demons. But yeah, this is what I went for with Dante. Round Trip, Holy Star, Provoke, Never Yield, Twosome, Stinger, Sons of Oath, and Showtime. They have Metatron, which is my buffer. So he has all of the buffs, except for the speed buff, because I have Daisoujou for that. So he has the attack buff, he has the magic buff, and he has the defense buff, and then I also gave him Debilitate, so that him and Beelzebub can alternate Debilitates to lower the enemy stats faster. I gave him Prayer just to have healing support. He has Dakagaja, while Beelzebub has Dacunda. His special attack, Fire of Sinai. Of course, you gotta give him some kind of attack, and Victory Cry because it's godlike. But yeah, Daisoujou, Beelzebub, and Metatron are pretty much my main three that I ride with Demi-Fiend. Occasionally, I might use Titania or Dante. You know, just depending on the fight. Now, for these other demons you're about to see, these are my grinding demons. In the Switch version, they added some places to help you grind experience and money. And I find that it doesn't really matter what the demon is. High strength, high agility, preferably no weaknesses if you could avoid it, and definitely not weak to fire. Might, Attack All, Pierce is pretty much all you need, but I took Physical Repel as well, because it just helps when the enemies, you know, go first and then they try to attack you, and then you just repel their attack, and then your turn starts. Victory Cry and Endure, just in case something crazy happens. But those 6 moves are the key moves that will be on these 3 grind monsters, or grind demons. So yeah, I chose Odin for one of them. Then I chose Abaddon. Of course, Attack All, Pierce, Physical, Repel, Victor Cry, Might, and Endure. The other 2 moves are irrelevant. Them having resistances and other reflects and nulls on top of that is pretty useful. I made sure to max out their strength at least, and then if you want to go for even more, go for agility. I mean, at the point you get these monsters, you won't be grinding for that much, but it's good to have them for your grind sessions. Then I went for her, no reason specifically. Again, you can pretty much use anything you want. But her abilities to null fire is kind of useful because you fight chimeras in those stages. So when she nulls the fire, it just pretty much ends their turn to start your turn. Of course, you have physical repel, victory cry, attack all, pierce, might, endure. The other two moves are irrelevant. And then I took Michael. So Michael is my fire demon. I gave him Prominence and Fire Boost, which I think Prominence is the strongest fire attack you can get in the game because it hits random enemies. So he can hit bosses twice. Then he has the magic buff. He has Endure, Debilitate. He has the shields for physical attack and the shield for magic attack. And these two skills goes on your whole party for one turn. So if you're dealing with enemies that are going to be throwing out a lot of physicals, you cast Terrakaran and then magical Makarankan. I'm sorry, I'm butchering these names. And of course Victory Cry because it's amazing. But I believe that's it. But yeah, that is my demons, my builds of Demi-Fiend and my other demons. If this video was helpful, leave a like, comment, follow me on Twitch, YouTube, whatever you want to do. And thanks for watching.
Bad touch, stranger danger.